A while back, Alex got to reveal and drive this car, the BMW Vision M Next.
And we've got awesome news for you guys, so get this. They're actually making this car for real. BMW is putting this into production. We've got all the details, and it's going to be called the iM. Take it away, so show them what you got.
Now, the more observant of you might think, hey, that kind of looks like an i8, and you're right, but it also has a similar feel to the M1. I think this is going to be a newer version of the i8 while paying tribute to the original M car, the M1. And why an M1? Why is an old-ass car influencing the future of BMW design? Well, that's already been answered because BMW has already designed a car paying tribute to the M1 with a very controversial and reaction-triggering XM. I was just in Germany, actually, and I got to see this car for myself, and it looks incredible. In my opinion, it looks 100 times better in person than on video for some reason. But anyways, apart from the obvious futuristic body, and despite being an SUV, it does pay some tributes to the M1. For starters, it's got the same horizontal line going down the middle of the car, just like the M1. In the rear, it's also got the BMW logos on the side of the back instead of in the middle. Again, just like the M1. This new BMW i8M, or iM, is gonna be a hybrid just like the original i8, except this time, it's gonna be much more powerful. But you want to know what else has a super powerful hybrid engine? That's right, you guessed it, the BMW XM. I actually think that the BMW XM represents the beginning of a completely new original line of BMW models, like originally M cars. And the BMW XM is the one that's going to get the party started. They're likely going to make more cars in the same line with similar styling and technology in this original M category. I expect this new iM to follow the brand new original M line as the XM's faster, even sportier little brother. This would also make sense for its concept version being called the BMW Vision M, because it was a vision of this new M line. Just kind of adds up, you know? In fact, look at some of the similarities between the BMW XM and the BMW Vision M. Look at the thin headlights. Look at the intakes on the side of the front. Bro, that is almost the exact same shape. Even the divide down the middle of the hood, eerily similar. All right, so with that in mind and understanding the BMW Vision M's role in all of this, we now have the holy trinity of influences for this new BMW iM car. We got the i8.
I'm in hybrid mode at the moment. So electric mode as we go around this corner. But if you speed up too quickly, the petrol engine kicks in. Did you hear that?
We got the original BMW M1 and the new BMW XM. Fuse those three together, cook it up in a little BMW soup. What you get is the brand new BMW iM. So I'm gonna show you the car in just a second. I got images of the front, the back, and even the interior, like always on this show. The price of this car should start at around $190,000 and should come in both a coupe version and as a convertible. The convertible will likely come a little bit later. For some reference, the BMW XM starts at around $160,000, and this will likely be like the starting range for the new original M cars. Having said that, there's a little bit of a catch. So right now you can get the BMW XM, which has around 650 horsepower, but in the future, you'll be able to buy the BMW XM Label Red, which is an even sportier version of that car, and that's gonna have 750 horsepower, a little bit of like red trimmings around the outline. So I don't know, maybe like the Label Red is like the sportier package of an already super sporty car. It's like the super ultra sportiest version of it, you know? So maybe you're gonna get a BMW iM Label Red, which will be like a souped up, crazy freaking sports car. I don't know, but would I like it? Hell yeah. Anyways, the BMW i8M or the iM is also gonna have these kind of butterfly doors that the original i8 had. The car is expected to be announced sometime late next year and go into production around 2024. A lot can change because we've still got a ways to go. But anyways, I think it's time to reveal our version of the car, all right? So sitting down with some friends, with some artists, and the help of technology, we've come up with this. This is what we think the BMW iM will look like. Look, I gotta say that this car looks incredible. Yes, it is gonna be controversial again, like always, like with the BMW XM. When people first saw it, they're like, what's going on? You know? But I have to say that once you see the BMW XM in person, you love it. You know, what you have is a lot of XM details. Like, for example, look at the front grille with the horizontal lines instead of the vertical ones. You have these thin headlights, again, like the XM. On the side, you have that iconic line going down the middle, just like the original M1, and the same one that the XM paid tribute to with their line. On the XM version, this line says XM. On this one, it's going to say iM, and it just makes everything look way more aggressive and sporty. It is a little bit more boxy than we're used to, but again, that seems to be the direction that this original M line is going with. It really does look a completely modernized version of the i8. If you guys remember when the i8 first came out, it looked like it was way ahead of its time. I mean, it looked freaking insane. This should have the same kind of effect. Like, this looks like it doesn't even belong in like a BMW kind of category, right? It's so futuristic. So anyways, that's the front and the side a little bit. Let's go over to the back. So on the back, look, we got the super futuristic taillights going on. What I like are the little shark gills on the side, just like the XM. I actually have to say that I love that touch. When I saw it in person in Germany, I said these taillights look freaking badass. They look so sporty and so cool. It is obviously going to have some exhaust pipes because this is a hybrid. It's not fully electric, thank the Lord. So it is going to have a pretty powerful engine. It should sound pretty good. The XM that I got to experience in Germany had like kind of like a dummy engine, so I wasn't allowed to record the actual sound of the engine. But I do imagine this iM to have like a hybrid V8 producing somewhere between 700 to 800 horsepower. It'll be a pretty lightweight car. The horsepower is unconfirmed. There's rumors going from 600 to 1,000 horsepower. I think 1,000 is a bit much, but I do think that 700 to 800 horsepower is pretty realistic. Also on the back of the car, the BMW logo is not in the middle, it's on the sides of the back, just like on the XM and just like on the original M1. Again, let me know how you guys feel about that because that is pretty controversial as well. I don't mind it, to be honest. I think it looks pretty cool. So that's the outside of the car. Let's take a look at the inside. All right, opening the doors, likely having, by the way, like a flush door handle, something a bit more elegant. Probably can open by itself, just like on the BMW i7. And what we get is a beautiful interior. Now, this is kind of the direction that BMW is going in with their later cars. They have this new kind of panoramic screen. Instead of having the screens like divided, what BMW is going for now is like this 14-inch monitor that has your gauge cluster on one side, your infotainment on the other, but it's all connected together with one screen. It looks pretty freaking good. I also expected to have some touches from the BMW M8 competition, since that is the closest kind of up-to-date relative that it has. You can expect some of the glowing touches on the back of the headrest that say like iM, which look pretty cool. But yeah, in general, what we have in the interior is like a pretty hard mix between the BMW XM and the BMW M8 competition. And I do expect a couple of other subtle little touches. By the way, speaking of interiors, I saw the best interior I've ever seen on a car ever, and that was the BMW i7. That even had like a 31-inch theater popping out of the roof. When I saw the interior, I was like, this is what I want inside of a freaking car. That looks freaking sick. So I don't know. Hey, maybe they'll throw some of those details in there as well. I don't know. But anyways, that's the video. What do you guys think of the car? What do you guys want to see from the car? Let me know. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.